So I thought that I would try and do what's in my baskets again. I tried to do it when I was in France, but the audio was really bad, so I showed you kind of snippets of it from last time. And I'm back home and it's slightly different, and I've got two baskets that I thought I would show you. So since having the studio, I've really tried to kind of like extricate as many things as possible from the house that are what I used to create with, all of my drawing materials and my painting stuff. First of all, to free up space, because there's now another space, and secondly because I just like having it as a kind of an oasis with all of my things. And seeing as it used to be, the workroom used to be mine where I kept all my things, but it's now becomes John's workspace, I really wanted to kind of step away from it so that the space was completely his, and it's very, I mean, minimal by my standards really. And I've tried to kind of contain the little bits that I have, other than all the paraphernalia around the house, to just these two baskets really. So first of all, this is kind of my things basket that I can carry around from room to room, and it's got things in it like my specs and a drawing pad, which has just got like notes and sketches from the last few years. I've got so many of them around, but I really love these kind of classic Moleskine style old diaries and sketch pads. Then I've also got this, and at the moment this is my notepad, my Bible notepad. I've always got one on the go, and it's got all of my ideas in it. It's got my plans for the following week, month, season, what have you, and at the moment this one is it. And it's an old one, and I think it used to belong to my grandmother. When we cleared out her attic, she was a teacher, and she had boxes and boxes and boxes of notebooks, some of them not written in at all, some of them half written, and they were often old school books that people in her class would maybe half finish, like exercise books, but there would still be loads of blank pages in it. So she'd kept them all, knowing that one day they would be useful, and a lot of them are from the 70s and the 80s, so I kept a lot of them, and I use them now for writing stuff in, and this is one of them. So this I try and take everywhere with me. This is what I'm reading at the moment: Avoidance, Drugs, Heartbreak and Dogs by Jordan Stevens. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I'm probably really not his target audience as a middle-aged woman, but I love his writing so much, and it's very fresh and quite different to other stuff that I've read or been reading lately, so I would highly recommend it. What else? This is just a kind of like another one of the notepads with lots of ideas in it, but it's finished and needs to be archived and put away. Then I've got my headphones, which is one of those pairs that like just it's like it doesn't go in your ears, it goes like on the outside. Just handy around the house for listening to podcasts, card reader. Then I saw these pencils in the art shop at Salt's Mill in Saltaire recently, and I think I shared on Instagram saying, oh, if I didn't have a million pencils I would purchase these. Didn't think anything of it, and then a few days later a parcel arrived with these in them from a friend, a very, very dear friend who had seen it and just thought as a treat she would send me these lovely pencils. And I think they're Japanese, and apparently they're really wonderful, so I'm yet to try them yet. I've kept them here. And then this is a little vintage purse where I keep my fountain pen and my microphones for when I'm recording. It's just kind of like my pencil case in a way for recording and for writing, so that goes in there as well. So that's my basket of trinkets that I carry around the house. Then here is a basket that I bought in the market in the south of France this summer when we went. I'd seen two women at a fete, and they were stood chatting, and they both had these on their backs, and I just loved the shape of it because I've got several of the traditional shopping baskets. So I thought, any market that I go to, I'm going to see if they've got any, and I managed to find them, and I found this one and a slightly bigger one, and then managed to spill oil all down the big one, so it's got yellow all over it. And I'm trying to decide whether to embroider over it, whether that would just be really hard work, which I think it would, or whether to dye the whole basket. But this one is untouched, and at the moment I'm just using it as a kind of a handbag. It's totally chaotic in here, but I'm going to show you what's in here at the moment. So first of all, phone charger. Carry it around with me because between the studio and between here, and because I'm always videoing and taking loads of photos, my battery runs out really quickly. Then this is my purse. I really like this company, Wyatt and Jack. I bought it 10 years ago, I think, in a shop called Unicorn Grocery in Manchester. And it's amazing organic vegan grocery. If you know South Manchester, you'll know Unicorn. It's amazing. They used to sell these, and the company make things out of old what are they called? Bouncy castles. That's it. So this is old bouncy castle material. So this is my purse, and I love that it's bright because it means I can always see it in my bag. Then lipstick, which is a brand that I shared, I think, in a previous video when I was doing my makeup, called, I never know how to pronounce it, whether it's Trezina or Mina, but it's just a really natural shade. I don't know if you can see it from there, but I carry that. I've got about 3 of them. Then always a tote. This one is from the British Library. You can get them online as well, but I've bought several of them in the British Library, and you can get them in yellow as well, and it's a library card. It's really good quality. When you wash them, they do shrink a little, and the brand is Out of Print. And I think, what else have I got here? Oh yeah, linen napkin. I've always got a linen napkin somewhere. Pack of tissues, some berries from my walk this morning, a lip balm, a mango lip balm that was just given to me by Lucy. Laneside soap, it's delicious, it's really lovely. A hair comb for my fringe. Oh, another lipstick, very similar kind of natural neutral shade. A hair elastic. A bouncy ball, that would be Elwyn, he would have found that and asked me to keep it. A rubber, probably was drawing one day that ended up in there. And then finally, a piece of string and a bit of dry flower. So that is what I have in my bag. It's not glossy, it's not glamorous. I'm not entirely sure that it's useful either, but those are the trinkets that I tend to carry around with me everywhere. I try and be one of those minimal people who just kind of has everything, and like a first aid kit and wet wipes and an umbrella, but I'm not. I end up with berries and string and erasers and yeah, bouncy balls in my bags. But there you have it. That is what's in my baskets.